Alright, continuing. Sector 5, which has been expanded really much. And it even...
Huh? Wait.
Oh, the helicopters did have...
It's all clear! Rope's good! Go!
Oh yeah, they carry troops. Oh. Another one of Turks. Rude.
Let's go!
He wears his clothes actually competently.
Another Turk.
A real man on a mission.
On the hunt, more like.
For me? For you?
Don't know. Don't care.
Then, let's stick to the back streets? Ah. There will be monsters.
Better than Shinra.
That's in a sense completely good idea. Avoid the Turk because Rude is, well, despite his name, he is not fool, and that's not actually his name. He's actually
There's a Shinra
appears
dump
quite.
site up ahead. Not the kind of place anyone would ever choose to hang around in.
But a great place to lay low.
Oh yeah, as in the original one, this
They've got the runaway. Get ready.
was just perhaps a few screens worth of place.
No
in Sector
killing
5. Now this is much bigger, and they even got.
Monsters instinctively target weaker prey.
You'd better watch out then, Cloud.
Yes, she's cheerful. Those ugly things.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know.
Come on.
Well, you know, Cloud's hired bodyguard, so I guess that should be something like his job.
I'm coming!
Oh, Ares got long range attacks. Oh yeah, plays differently, but of course this whole game plays differently, so it's...
That way is a dead end. They were doing some construction, but quit halfway.
Well, I'm still gonna go and check it out. And it's got this slum grim music. Oh. Well, just boxes. Ammo casings. Meaning this place is a bloody treasure trove for copper. Or brass, if you would like to make it. Might a bit explain where they get all this, where there's so much of that ammunition can be done. Oh yeah, just a bit of a circle around.
Over here.
Oh. Break the boxes just because, hey, they are there. It's really nice to notice that they despite all the grimness, dirt and all that.
That didn't work. Maybe it's broken? Pretty sure this path we're on loops around too, so...
I was just saying that even despite all the dirt and filth this game had, I would say this setting or set piece has, better say, it's still not completely
I knew it.
drab in color. There's actually very lots of color. Although it's quite worn and faded, mostly because it's been outside and all that for a long time, but it generally is not dour of just browns and greys, although they are both. It's very vibrant, which is really strange thing to describe about this kind of urban, polluted, trash, hellscape, company town dump. Oh, damn it. Oh, you again.
Steady.
Hey!
It's on you.
I'll take care of him.
Bring it.
Oh yeah, Eric does
This one's for you!
spins the magic stuff around to do. Oh, damn it. Yep.
Must have been a new breed,
How do you figure?
because they went for the stronger prey.
Oh, I say that it's more like something that the computer goes against the one which is actively being controlled by a player. That's the thing they're gonna do. Let's go this way. Just because I hope there might be something really nice and handy in here. Oh yeah, this takes forward, so I'm gonna take a little step backwards to check that little sidewalk, or I think sidewalk climb to see what's there. In here. Oh, yep. Monkey bars. But even with all this Caligina's bracelet, yep, and I'm certain that thing was handy. But it's really nice to notice that when you there was this very actiony part with the reactor attack and lots of fighting, and boss fight wasn't too difficult, and then it was followed by another boss fight. It's really nice to notice that now it's much more calm. Of course there are some monster fights.
The heart of the slums.
What is
So a fair
that?
ways off.
Well, we did take a detour. Getting tired?
Nah.
Me, I'm feeling a bit hungry. How about you?
Amazed.
You're in for a treat when we make it back.
Don't have time for that.
You'll want to make time for my mom's cooking. And that's the final word on it. We'll get home quick and eat ourselves stupid.
Yeah, she can be quite. Aerith can be pushy if she wants to, but she definitely can't be said to be mean or styleless. She's got class, which is in a sense quite rare thing. Well, I'd say it's probably something which is very rare in slums in Midgard slums, where harshness and sarcasm seems to be order of the day.
Piece of cake. Anytime now. Don't overdo it.
Come on.
Come on. Damn, how slowly does her bar recharge? It looks like it's bloody slow. Ability. Whoa.
This might be it. I should probably heal up first. Just taking a
I got
little
this.
break.
Here we go.
That's it.
Keep it together.
We've got to get through this.
Getting sloppy.
Damn, now I understand why she would need a bodyguard in these conditions. She's brittle as ice, or brittle as glass, and she can slow as molasses. Although I'm certain that her abilities will what's the word? Synergize, or whatever is the word. Stack with each other so well that she can actually deliver a shitload of damage with magic spot. But now it's still quite wonky. But is it so? No, what's this weird objective I found? Oh yeah. I'm quite certain that there will be another quite big place to explore after once I get to the either what was it, wall market, or maybe further, or maybe earlier, better say, because this place has quite lots of interesting details because the sheer amount of expansion. But I also did some pre-research, and it really noticed that this game is not actually whole fucking Final Fantasy VII. It's only a part of it, which is, in a sense, of course, knowing how much this game has been expanded, it can be understood. But the fact that if you make a game, especially if you say it's a remake of something old, you should say really make it so that it is the complete package. Of course, and of course, I do hope that they manage to get this complete.
One more shot.
They can get this one.
That'll do.
Yep. She's going with.
I'll put down ice.
My turn. Going in.
Ability, focus, thrust,
I'll take care of this.
arcane ward. Yeah.
Was never in doubt.
Still extremely unpleasant places. But with this, I think I get the gate opened. Just so I can move all around easier.
Maybe it opens from this side?
Yes! A little side mission done with success. And I also find it a bit strange that they nowadays make the hit damage amounts in modern Final Fantasy games are actually really huge, as in they go to the tens of thousands of points of damage, which makes it a bit harder to keep track of how exactly much does the things do damage, especially when it's something like hits 10 times doing a certain amount of damage. And that makes it quite harder to, in a sense, remain.
No good? That sucks.
Oh, now I know it. I have to get that crate moved. Just simple little puzzles to make the interaction with the world and make it less static, and of course.
Try moving that container to make a path.
Yeah, I will. Yep, now it is. And no work.
Don't think it'll open. What to do? That gate just doesn't want to open, does it? Maybe
Yeah,
there's a way to get over it? For you at least.
Well, this place is just completely just about... But... Ah, damn it. Lots of damn annoying.
Yeah, that should do the trick.
Yeah, well, thank you, ma'am. Yep. Not very frail looking, something like a Little Red Riding Hood, but she's got big clunky boots. Which is a... interesting... Actually, not so much interesting. It's a nice little detail about characters. Mostly because good clunky boots are possibly very necessary. There's probably all kinds of spikes, dirt and trash in these slums, so being able to wear something sturdy which protects your feet and endures long time, knowing that the making of shoes is actually quite intensive process.
Thanks, Cloud. I knew you'd find a way.
And in a sense they are also very important
Yes,
for
we're home free.
to amount of article of clothing.
You're getting paid right now. Huh?
This side corridor, what it does have. Oh yeah, these are very strong implications that there's all kinds of little missions and tasks around here to be done, which I don't mind at all. But even if this game's full length is just a Midgar, it's still this far, it has been completely feeling that this is very full length game. Which is good, which meaning that the amount of expansion there's about to be done is making Final Fantasy VII much more vast game. But it still have a feeling that how are they able to get the dramatic arc work in such a system? As in, if you make a series, something like a TV series,
That's the station.
you have to not only have the drama work of the whole season or whole series, but you must also drama must work within the episode and sometimes even with the...
What are they watching?
Hey!
Oh, Sector 5 markets. Oh, this is that place.
What could they possibly be trying to accomplish?
Mako Reactor 5.
They're working for Wutai, isn't it obvious?
There's still a lot of smoke rising from the
Using
rubble.
spies so they don't have to
While
break
fallen
the
beams and
ceasefire.
other debris continue to hinder rescue
Those
efforts,
foreign
the
devils
fires
are trying
appear
to
to
start
have been
another
mostly
war.
extinguished.
So if we help catch the bombers, we get a
over there.
reward or something?
That's the director of
Scarlet.
the Defense Weaponry Division, isn't
Hey,
it?
enough of that
Excuse
doom
me,
and
ma'am,
gloom.
but would you mind answering
We're
a few
safe
questions?
down here, right?
They're targeting reactors.
Can you give us any updates?
Yeah, that's a nice dress she's wearing.
What kind of damage
when
did
are
it
the
suffer
trains
in the
gonna start
explosion?
up
Are we in
again?
any danger?
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We're in the process of conducting
Damn,
a full
that's
forensic
arrogant
investigation,
accents, but
but
very
we
good.
suspect the device used was
An
similar to that
articulate way of
employed in the
speaking.
attack on Mako Reactor 1. The perpetrators of that atrocity were filmed making their escape. These agents of the eco-terrorist group Avalanche are currently believed to be in hiding somewhere in Midgar.
And given that this group has now attacked 2 reactors in quick succession, can they really be stopped before they strike again?
What do you think?
Damn, she is pushy, and damn, she's got a big rack.
Have no fear. Shinra will keep Midgar safe.
Well, seeing that they blew up their own reactor at reactor number 1, and they also, if they own the company business, mass media, they still treat it badly, you know. Or maybe there's lots of... I think the more likely structure is that there are plenty of independent businesses and all that.
Oh, what timing. Mind lending me a hand?
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation. So, what do you say?
I'd love to, but...
Yeah, this
I
place.
help out every now and then. It's fun. Aerith! Well, well. What are you doing all the way up there?
Was trying to get a look at the reactor. Who's this guy?
This is Cloud. He's a mercenary. And currently my bodyguard. That's Oates.
See you.
2 peas in a pod.
I'm certain that I should find a... But there's green, there's farming in here.
Aerith!
Yeah, she's known
what
around
are you
here.
guys up to?
We all went to see the reactor. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come by the house.
What for?
I don't know. You're just supposed to.
Well, guess we have a new destination. I should probably explain. The Leaf House is the local orphanage. That's where all these kids live.
Hey, Aerith, where'd you go?
The church again?
Next time, we should all go together.
Why, hello,
Yes,
Eric.
she's compassionate.
Popular as ever, I see.
Apparently, but they sure keep me on my toes.
Better than being bedridden. Thanks again for all those herbs. You've helped a lot of people.
No problem. Anytime.
How'd you manage to find so many anyway?
Oh, I have my ways.
And him?
He's my bodyguard, just until I get home.
And you're sure he's up to it?
Maybe. Since
Well-
I'm so generous, I gather medicinal herbs for his patients sometimes.
Yep.
Here's the Leaf House.
Yeah, she's...
Would help them grow bigger.
And you can really see that about that
There
her
you are.
mannerism and
We're
habit is
back.
that
And we brought Aerith with us.
she is fundamentally
Sorry to make you
good
come out
person,
here.
Don't be. It's on my way home.
compassionate
Well then, I hope you won't mind me asking for
and
some
compassionate
flowers.
towards others suffering
problem.
and willing to
How
help
many?
it.
All you can carry. What with all the doom and gloom we've been hearing on the news recently, I thought some flowers might help cheer everyone up.
I'm sure they will, and I'd love to help.
Let's all wash up before our meal.
And this is completely new place again. I know this place exactly what it is. But the amount of expansion just makes it completely different.
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you? You give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying.
Yes,
Well, anyway.
she has that sort of kind of airheaded feel, but she's actually appears to be very wise and observant. In a sense, much smarter than she might appear.
My house is just up this path. Mom should be home by now, so I'll introduce you.
Elmira. But
There
this
you go. That's my house.
is familiar place. Aerith's house. I would say that is not her house, it's Elmira's house.
Come on. I'm home.
Hey, baby.
It's
Been up to
just
no good?
as
Rude came
it
by.
was in the original one. But she does look like
This is my mom,
someone
Elmira.
who
And this is Cloud.
does live
my
in a
bodyguard.
slums. Has lived always there.
Take good care of her.
A ragged
That's my
but
job.
tough looking woman.
Or was my job.
Yep. Thanks. So, Cloud, you gonna head back to Sector 7?
Yeah.
Then I'll show you the way.
Then why'd you have me bring you here?
What if the Turks show up again?
It'd suck, but I've dealt with them before. Honestly, I'm much more worried about you. What if you get lost, huh? You'd be too embarrassed to admit it, and so you'd just keep on going.
Quit acting like you know me.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go take Cloud over to Sector 7.
That reaction
Okay.
means that
But why
Aerith,
not wait until tomorrow? If you head out now, it'll
these
be dark
traits
when you get
which
back. Better to rest
were
up here and make the trip
in the
first thing
original,
morning.
they just
When you'll
been
have daylight
amplified
this
so much
That's true.
that
She's
she's
got a point.
so good at
Hold on.
judging people,
Oh, yeah.
their
I still need
characters,
to deliver some
and
flowers to the Leaf
personalities.
House. Since we
It's
have a little
just
time
so
before
much
dinner, you
more.
should come with.
That wasn't the deal.
You mean you want more? Even though you've got a priceless reward coming your way? Do you know what I promised him?
I'll do it.
No, yeah, he doesn't
I'll go
want
grab the
God.
baskets. Be right back.
But damn this. To me, it's
That Aerith,
Square
she's a
Soft.
handful, isn't she?
It will be Square Soft, not Square Enix. Although I knew that because well, Final Fantasy VII was made by Square Soft, not Square Enix.
Aerith won't be long.
Let's have a
It
chat
must be
with
tough.
her.
No, never mind.
And there's even a, and this is old-fashioned CRT television with a picture, what was it, vacuum picture tube or something, or cathode tube. Yeah, cathode tube television. And this is actually quite a big house. Extremely nice. Yeah, 2 rooms upstairs, but they've added they've added 3rd floor. Oh, it's a balcony or roof.
Huh.
It's just so beautiful. That and the difference between quite shady interior and bright sunlight outside, the contrast is just so great.
Found him! You take this one.
Oh, this is good.
Take it.
Yeah. But
Right. Off
I
we
could
go.
practically every image in this game I could just gush about how beautiful it is. Damn, it looks like
And these right here are
there's
my
even this kind of details that it looks like clouds that shoulder pauldron or what shoulder guard at the left arm. It's taken damage. It's scraped and dent. Yeah. A piece which was originally just a set piece to emphasize Aerith's emphasize connection of Aerith with the nature and planet is now so much more and so much greater. There's so much flowers growing. It's as if her personality would be.
Oh, don't be like that. I know you have an eye for this kind of thing.
I think I'll
That's
stick
the
to
one I
primary
gave you.
colors.
Huh. It is?
Nice try, mister. You can't fool me.
Yellow, blue, and red.
I think we still need a few more. Which should we pick next?
It's just. Well, I hope there is some blue ones. Oh. Well, not those. Then I have to take.
Upscales, huh? I gotta hand it
green.
to you. I never would have thought of that. It'll definitely take them by surprise.
And there was just So little bit of
She said,
selection
as many as you can
actually.
carry, so maybe a few more? Good eye. People used to give these to declare their loyalty to one another. Interesting, right?
And there's even a butterfly.
I think we're good now. What do you say? Shall we go?
Let's go. It's just a big contrast of this very abundant amount of flowers here in comparison to the dreary, dull slum
No need
where
to
they
hurry.
are.
We're not under the gun or anything.
I'm not cut out for this crap.
Sure you are. And when you're done, you'll be drowning in job offers.
Ah, yes. There is this. I was quite right, as in that there was this Sector 7. There was these extra jobs, side missions to be done. It would so apply in here as well. But I'm still a bit worried that knowing that
So,
even though
how do you
this
think they'll
game's
arrange these flowers?
Dunno.
Well, we'll soon find out.
even though this I know that this game is just a Midgar, will be just a Midgar. It just so still I really hope that they do manage to get some kind of closure at the end of this Midgar section. Just because you need to have some sort of closure at the episode, even though you know there'll be more. They have to finish. They've started. They have to finish. Unless, of course, happens something that everybody is dying to the fucking corona, which is, of course, completely different thing. Pigeons, there's birds. It's magnificent. Square Enix or Squaresoft themselves definitely earn points, lots of points for
Okay,
visual understanding of
but I might be
how
a
it
while.
makes.
Why not check out the town?
It's absolutely it's about as gorgeous as game can be. But it's time to do some bit walking around this place. See, is there really some sort of pipe around here? And this was just a very small and quite insignificant little space in the original one. Just a bit screen with stores to get through, and which is now again made a much more vibrant, living feeling community, or at least place. Oh, there's
I
Earth.
remember you.
Where's Aerith?
The Leaf House.
Oh, yeah. And as I now even take a look at better, it's really great that when they upgraded these appearances, they managed to keep the profile and everything else intact, as in the hey, Cloud's most noticeable detail is that huge spiky hairdo he has, but they managed to make it much more, in a sense, realistic, as in somebody with lots of hair gel could and hydrogen peroxide could couple himself into, not need build any wig or crazy structures. Well, I guess it's actually time to end it. Yeah, there's a couple of pipes in here. Lots of places to go. This is huge. But why would there be an orphanage? Of course, there's the war with Wutai, but is it still going on, or has it ended? In the original one, it had ended for a defeat Wutai's defeat, which of course might have some sort of allegory about Japan's defeat to the USA, and then happened forced adaptation to a completely new kind of legal system, laws and cultural change, which is in a sense really good and strong source for drama that way. But this place I have to end this episode because I'm just gonna gush too much. See you next time. See ya.